like some Viking music, don't it?
Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win. Who am I to point the finger like I never ever seen? Been through the ups and downs like the letter N. They don't let you through the door, better kick that again. Cause that's the only way to win. That's the only way to go. Gotta get it out the mud, gotta get it out the flow. Cause that's the only way to go, let's go.
Shooting, lights out.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you who are staying in the state of Florida as I am, I hope you are safe and sound right now, as we do have a hurricane bearing down on the state of Florida. Nevertheless, I am here to play Mackie and I gotta continue our Team USA coverage of the FIBA World Cup as they played their third and final group play in this wonderful tournament. So we're gonna jump right into it. As you see, talking World Cup. As we continue on, we're in Group C. For those of you who don't remember, Group C is USA, Greece, New Zealand, and Jordan. Group Team USA was already 2-0. They defeated New Zealand back on Saturday. They defeated Greece on Monday. Now they had their third game. The only team they need to play left is Jordan. No matter the outcome of the game, Team USA was already advancing to the next round. But you know how it goes in these type of tournaments. You got to play everybody, even if you already solidified your spot. So they had to play Germany. They had to play Jordan. And the main reason why y'all didn't know because they played at 4:40 in the morning. I think that's like, I think there's like maybe 6:40 local time for them in the afternoon. But yeah, they played 4:40 in the morning. They played roughly almost 4 hours ago. So that's part of the reason why nobody knew about it because they played early in the morning. Nevertheless, they did have a game to play, and it's what I expected in Game 3. Not even close at all from start to finish. It wasn't even close. As you see, they won 110-62, 48-point victory, and it was evident out the gate. First quarter, 31-12. Second quarter, they put up another 31. They went into halftime up 29, and as you can see, it Jordan had no nothing. They had nothing for Team USA. So Team USA handled business as they're supposed to. Finish off group play 3-0. They shot a little bit better in this game, 48% from the field, 34.5% from three. They doubled Jordan from the 3-point line. They held Jordan to 33% shooting, 23.8% from the 3-point line. Got to the free throw line 11 more times than them. We converted more. I rebounded them by 22, as you can see. It was a very, very dominating performance from Team USA, as it should be, because you can't expect nothing less from Team USA at this point. The way that they've been playing in the exhibition round leading up to the FIBA World Cup in their first two games, expect nothing less. The assist is still there. It is amazing how this team is gelling together at the right time. Anthony Harris had his best game in the 3 games, leading away with 22 points and 8 boards. 8 for 16 from the field, 3 from 5 from 3. That was a new lineup. So Steve Kerr had Josh Hart start instead of bringing Ingram starting, which is an interesting move. He went with more defensive presence in this one than going offensive. And it didn't even matter. As you can see, they won by 48 points. 48 points. And if you break it down, the starters scored 55 points. The bench scored 55 points. That's how we got the 110. Everybody come in, everybody doing their thing. I like how Walker Kaiser even got more aggressive. He got 18 points. You got 13 from Bobby Portis off the bench. Just spread the scoring all around and whatnot. I will say this on the joint side. Wandale Hollis Jefferson. I know Jordan is 0-3 and they're going home. But Wallen Hollis Jefferson, that man can flat out score. On his way out, he is second in points per game. behind Luka Doncic. And Luka's scoring 35.5 points a game in FIBA World Cup. And right behind him is Juan Jordan Hollis from Jordan. And he was averaging 27.7 points a game. It's a saying that a guy who can put up points like that can't get his team into the next round. Matter of fact, couldn't get his team to actually win a game, more or less. So, but Team USA, they went 5-0 in exhibition play. They went 3-0 in group play, as you can see here. And the question is, who will be joining Team USA from Group C? Would it be Greece or New Zealand? And I think they are set to play in about 10 minutes from now, if I remember correctly. And then the winner of that game will be joining USA in the next round of games. And then on September 5th is the quarterfinals. September 7th, the semifinals. No, September 8th. So September 5th and 6th is the quarterfinal game. September 8th is the semifinals, and September 10th is the finals. But first and foremost, Team USA got to get through the next round, is September 1st and 3rd. They didn't have the graphic up yet, but it's already been announced that Team USA will be playing Montenegro on Friday. In that one, it'll be interesting to see who they play after that. I think if I go back and look at it, Montenegro and I think, was it Germany? I could be wrong. Let me double check. I want to make sure I get this right. And no, Lithuania. So whoever out of Greece and New Zealand that join USA will be joining them with Montenegro and Lithuania in the next round. So that should be interesting to see how that goes for Team USA with no problem. But I'm like what I'm saying. I loved how this team has come together, gelled together. All egos are put aside. There's no tension. There's no I do this, do that. Anthony Harris finally got his outgoing performance. Now, could we get one from Jalen Brunson maybe in the next game? Maybe Brandon Ingram finally found his stroke in that game. Because Austin Reeves has came off the bench and done well. Pablo Banchero has come off the bench, did well. Bobby Portis in this game today, giving you 13 off the bench. It's nice to see different guys take different leaderships in different games. So we need to keep it up. We got through one part of the FIBA World Cup. We are on to the next. September 1st, we get Montenegro. We'll see how we play in that game. And matter of fact, Montenegro is led by Chicago Bulls center, Luka Vucevic. So that's going to be interesting. Vucevic dealing with, Jaren Jackson Jr., maybe Bobby Portis at a time, Walker Kaiser at a time. If Steve Kerr lets to go that route with his bigs, he may stick with Pablo Banchero at the backup center spot. But it's gonna be an interesting game when we see them Friday for Montenegro and see how they style plays and how Team USA can keep amping up what they are doing. Each game they getting better and better, and it's not looking good for everybody else right now. So there you go. Team USA 3-0 in group play. Moving on to the next round. And after that, I'll be back to recap that game against Montenegro and see where we go from here. Until next time, I'm the Playmaker signing up for this morning. Y'all stay safe if you're in the state of Florida. And also, by the way, Bearing Down and Gridiron today is coming out 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Previewing the SEC, getting you ready for week 1 of the college football season. I will see you then.
Good. You've done great. But you can't stop here. You can't stop now. You gotta keep going. Through all your trials and your tribulations, you gotta keep pushing. Now, finish your canvas.
Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win. Who am I to point the finger like I never ever seen? Been through the ups and downs like the letter N. They don't let you through the door, better kick that again. Cause that's the only way to win. That's the only way to go. Gotta get it out the mud. Gotta get it out the flow. Cause that's the only way to go. Let's go.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. If you want to follow the podcast, You can find it on all streaming platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and a whole lot more. This has been Shooting the Lights Out.
Masterpiece.